In this video, we are revealing the top 10 hidden action thriller movies you need to watch. These underrated gems are packed with suspense, explosive action, and gripping storylines that will leave you breathless. While they may not have received mainstream attention, each film on this list delivers unforgettable thrills and intense moments. From secret missions to high-stakes chases, these movies keep you hooked from start to finish. If you love action with a twist of mystery and suspense, you are in for a treat. We have dug deep to find the best hidden thrillers you probably missed. Add these titles to your must-watch list and prepare for non-stop adrenaline. Let's dive in and uncover these thrilling hidden treasures. At number 10, we have Triple Frontier. Triple Frontier is a gritty action thriller that follows 5 former Special Forces operatives who reunite for a high-stakes heist in South America. Tired of risking their lives for their country with little reward, they plan to rob a ruthless drug lord's hidden fortune deep in the jungle. What begins as a quick operation turns into a desperate fight for survival when their escape plan falls apart and loyalties are tested. As greed, trust, and morality clash, the team must navigate harsh terrain, armed enemies, and their own inner demons to make it out alive. With their intense action, suspenseful twists, and strong performances, Triple Frontier explores the psychological toll of war and the blurred lines between heroism and criminality. It's a gripping, character-driven story of brotherhood, betrayal, and the dangerous price of chasing wealth. At number 9, we have Rebel Ridge. Rebel Ridge is a gritty action thriller that follows Terry Richmond, a former Marine who arrives in the small town of Shelby Springs, Louisiana, to bail out his cousin. When corrupt local police officers seize his bail money under the guise of civil asset forfeiture, Terry finds himself entangled in a web of systematic corruption. As he delves deeper, he uncovers a scheme where minor offenders are held without trial to exploit legal loopholes. With the help of court clerk Summer McBride, Terry confronts the town's corrupt officials, risking everything to expose the truth. The film combines intense action sequences with a critique of institutional injustice, highlighting themes of resilience and the fight against systematic abuse. At number 8, we have Carry On. Carry On is a high-stakes action thriller that follows Ethan Kopech, a young and inexperienced TSA agent who gets blackmailed by a mysterious terrorist into allowing a dangerous package onto a Christmas Day flight. Trapped between his duty and fear for his life, Ethan is forced into a deadly game of deception as he tries to find a way without endangering the passengers. As the flight progresses, tension soars and the situation spirals out of control, pushing Ethan to his limits. With time running out and the stakes sky high, he must decide whether to follow orders or risk everything to do what's right. Carry On delivers edge-of-your-seat suspense, sharp twists, and a claustrophobic atmosphere set almost entirely on the plane. It's a tense, fast-paced ride about moral dilemmas, hidden threats, and one man's struggle to reclaim control in the face of impossible odds. At number 7, we have White House Down. White House Down is a high-stakes action thriller that follows Capitol Police Officer John Cale, who takes his daughter on a tour of the White House just as a heavily armed paramilitary group launches a violent attack. With the nation's capital under siege and the president taken hostage, Cale must use his training and courage to fight back, protect his daughter, and save the president. As chaos unfolds inside the White House, he becomes the country's only hope against a massive political conspiracy threatening national security. Packed with explosive action, shootouts, and suspenseful twists, White House Down delivers a fast-paced ride full of heroism and determination. The film combines intense stunts with emotional moments, highlighting the bond between a father and daughter amidst crisis. It's a patriotic, adrenaline-fueled battle to take back the heart of the nation from those who want to tear it down. At number 6, we have Unknown. Unknown is a suspense-filled psychological thriller that follows Dr. Martin Harris, a biochemist who wakes up from a car accident in Berlin only to find that his identity has been stolen. To his shock, another man has taken his aim, his wife doesn't recognize him, and no one believes who he claims to be. As he dives deeper into the mystery, Martin uncovers a deadly conspiracy tied to international assassins, secret identities, and a high-stakes plot. With the help of a taxi driver who saved his life, he races against time to uncover the truth and reclaim his life. The film keeps viewers on edge with its tense atmosphere, fast-paced chases, and mind-bending twists. Unknown explores themes of identity, deception, and survival, delivering a gripping story where nothing is as it seems and trust can be deadly. At number 5, we have The Fugitive. The Fugitive is a tense and fast-paced action thriller that follows Dr. Richard Kimball, a respected surgeon who is wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife. After a dramatic escape from a prison transport crash, Kimball goes on the run, determined to prove his innocence and uncover the truth behind his wife's death. Hot on his trail in U.S. Marshal Sam Garrett, a relentless lawman who stops at nothing to capture fugitives. As Kimball investigates the real killer, he uncovers deep conspiracy involving corruption, betrayal, and a cover-up within the medical world. The film expertly blends suspense, action, and cat-and-mouse tension with memorable performances and thrilling sequences. The Fugitive is a gripping story of justice, perseverance, and the fight to clear one's name in a world where every second counts and trust is a dangerous game. At number 4, we have Without Remorse. Without Remorse is a gritty, high-stakes military action thriller that follows John Kelly, an elite Navy SEAL who embarks on a relentless mission for justice after his pregnant wife is murdered by masked assassins. As he uncovers a complex international conspiracy, John transforms from a decorated soldier into a deadly force fueled by vengeance. His pursuit leads him into a covert war involving powerful political forces, betrayal within the government, and a threat that could ignite global conflict. Armed with deadly skills and nothing left to lose, John fights through brutal combat and intense operations to expose the truth. Without Remorse blends explosive action with emotional intensity, delivering a raw, adrenaline-charged story of sacrifice, revenge, and one man's war against a corrupt system. At number 3, we have Sweet Girl. Sweet Girl is an American action thriller directed by Brian Andrew Mendoza, marking his feature directorial debut. The film stars Jason Momoa as Ray Cooper, a devoted husband and father, and Isabella Merced as his daughter, Rachel. After the death of Ray's wife due to a pharmaceutical company's decision to pull a life-saving drug from the market, Ray embarks on a mission to bring those responsible to justice. As he delves deeper, he uncovers a web of corruption and conspiracy, putting both himself and Rachel in danger. Released on Netflix on August 20, 2021, Sweet Girl received mixed reviews. Critics praised the performances of Momoa and Merced, as well as the film's action sequences. However, some criticized the plot's predictability and a twist in the final act that rendered earlier events implausible. The film holds a 24% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on 59 reviews. At number 2, we have Eva. Eva is a high-octane action thriller that follows the story of Eva Faulkner, a high-skilled assassin working for a covert global organization. Specializing in eliminating dangerous targets, Eva is known for her precision and efficiency. However, when a mission goes wrong, she becomes a target herself as her employers decide to eliminate her to cover up their own mistakes. Now on the run, Eva must confront both her past and the dangerous people hunting her while trying to protect the few relationships she has left, including her estranged family. The film is packed with intense action sequences, including thrilling hand-to-hand combat and high-speed chases, while also delving into Eva's personal struggles with trust, loyalty, and redemption. Eva combines emotional depth with edge-of-your-seat action, making it a fast-paced story about survival, betrayal, and the pride of a life built on violence. At number 1, we have The Killer. The Killer is a brutal and suspenseful action thriller that follows a highly skilled assassin who becomes entangled in a deadly game of survival when a job goes wrong. After carrying out a hit for a mysterious client, the assassin is betrayed and left for dead. As he fights to stay alive, he embarks on a dangerous quest for revenge, taking down anyone who stands in his way, including former allies. With relentless pursuit from law enforcement and rival killers, the assassin must rely on his cold, methodical training to outsmart his enemies. The film is filled with intense combat, shocking twists, and a constant battle between life and death. The Killer is a fast-paced, high-stakes journey of betrayal, vengeance, and moral conflict, where one man's fight for survival becomes a fight to reclaim his life and honor. These captivating movies will sweep you off your feet and leave you longing for more. Have you watched any of these? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.